Will you rise up with me today? Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Live your dream of the highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Whoa. Every day's a chance you can do something amazing to feel your passion blazing and shine. Paint with every vision and dance in new directions. Explode to new heights in your mind. And I will rise up with you today. Lift up my voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Live our dreams of the highest calling. Through the hope of a new day dawning, we're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Yeah. Oh. One dream, one voice, one heart, one world, one dream, one voice, one heart, one world, one dream, one voice, one heart, one world. Live a dream of your highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Yeah. Oh. Live a dream of the highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Yeah. Oh.
Thank you, Chris. Good morning. My name is Irina, and it is my blessing to welcome you to our Unity of the Keys Sunday service today, in person and live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Zoom. We know that there is no separation in God. We feel our spiritual connection with you now and always. We are one in the divine. We have a wonderful service planned for you today. Today, our music director, Chris Price, will present a lesson about living in a diverse community. The title of his talk is called Community Catalyst. And Janet Smith will present the Absolute Daily Word for us during service today. So let's begin by looking at what's happening here at the Unity. Check out our weekly Unity Spotlight, which is a bulletin that highlights our lessons and some of our activities. Be sure to take one home with you. Also, check out the back table on the way to the kitchen for some snacks and coffee. Everyone is welcome to join us for snacks after service. Please take some time to check out Reverend Debre's guided meditations that she created last month during her series on contemplative practices. They are on our website and YouTube channel. There is a loving kindness meditation that also features Phil and Chris's singing, available on our website and YouTube. You will also find a self-healing meditation that she was inspired to create by the self-healing that Unity co-founder Myrtle Fillmore experienced. And this coming week, the channel and website will hold a variety of guided Buddhist Tonglen meditations that Reverend Avery facilitates. This 32nd annual Unity World Day of Prayer is this week. Unity Worldwide invites you to participate in World Day of Prayer events on Zoom. Join others online for the opening ceremony on Wednesday, September 10th, from 7 p.m. Central Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and immerse yourself in prayer, music, and contemplation. Zoom registration is free and requires only your email address. You may find more information at unity.org. Now is a great time to remind you to turn off your cell phone and mute your microphone if on Zoom, please.
Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well out there. It's September. Hey, we're here. We're here in September. Is it? Yeah, last week was not September yet. Sorry. All right. So we're going to start off. I have a different guitar. Sorry. We're going to start off with a little Sue Riley, Glenn Rethel, and Richard McDeesey song, which we did not too many weeks ago. So I'm just saying. Sing along if you know the words. They are behind me, so it's a little All Is Well. Coming together to celebrate life, shining like stars in the brilliant night sky, here for each other in joy and in pain. Grateful for this family, spiritual community. The love we share is sunshine after rain. All is well when we are together, greater, stronger, all is well. When we're together, it feels like home. Kindred spirits never alone. Let's join hands and sing our song. Music is the food of love. At this table, more than enough. In this moment, take a breath and sing along. All is well when we are together, greater, stronger, all is well. All is well when we are together, greater, stronger, all is well.
we invite our usher to bring forward our prayer box. You may submit your prayer requests on the blue or green forms found in the seat backs and on the usher's credenza and put them in the prayer box. You may also send your prayer requests by email to church@unityofthekeys.org. Please stand as you're able for our opening prayer. As we move into the sacred moment of prayer, we hold gently in our hearts all intentions placed within this prayer chest and all unspoken intentions resting within our souls. Infinite Spirit, we bless these intentions and honor the ever-present truth of love, wholeness, peace, and abundance. Together in the shared silence, we open to inner wisdom and higher guidance. May hope be renewed, purpose be inspired, and our hearts awakened with love. We extend compassion to those who seek comfort and clarity, and to all people and places across our world. We affirm that this year unfolds as a season of healing, awakening, and deep renewal. May each day bring clarity and courage. May we be lifted by the light within and strengthened by the presence of peace. We bless one another now, radiating love and light as we walk this journey together. For the sacred connection and the possibilities before us, we are deeply grateful. Together we affirm, and so it is, and so it is. Please remain standing where you are. Let us have a moment of namaste in place. Namaste means I salute the divinity in you. So let's acknowledge each other with a symbol of love. Please know that there are many online, Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube, who we cannot see, but who are all connected with each of us. Let's say hi to our online folks. You may be seated now. To anyone visiting us for the first time, welcome. You may pick up a visitor's packet and shell a necklace from one of our ushers after the service if you haven't received one on our way in. Thank you for joining us this morning. You truly honor us with your presence. And to everyone else, welcome also. It's so wonderful to see you and to be together. Unity is a worldwide spiritual movement dedicated to the ongoing awareness of the Spirit within us all. We invite you to consider what you hear today, embrace what may work for you, and release the rest. We honor all names to God and all pathways to God. Please join me now for our affirmations. Join me in saying the Unity Mission Statement together. Unity of the Keys is a spiritual community celebrating our oneness with God. And our vision statement together. We see humanity awake to its divinity, fully experiencing love, peace, and abundance. The unity power of order is our focus for September. Join me as we recite our affirmations for the power of order. I claim divine order for organization and balance. Divine order is active in my mind and in my life. And lastly, please join me for our statement of being together. There is only one presence and one power as the universe and as my life, God, the good, omnipotent. We now invite Janet up to share today's daily absolute word.
Good morning, Sunday, September 7th. The daily absolute word is free. I am free in my divinity. Freedom takes many forms. I may picture a bird soaring high, a child laughing as a kite lifts into the wind, or a waterfall spilling into a river that journeys far beyond my sight. As I hold these images in mind, I feel uplifted and reminded of the joy that freedom inspires. Yet the truest freedom is not found in images alone. It is realized in remembering my limitless and unbounded divinity. When I pause, breathe, and meditate, I align my humanity with divinity and touch the boundlessness that has always been mine. No matter the twists and turns of my life or the changing conditions of the world, I remain free at the core of my being. Freedom is not given or taken, it simply is. I am free in my divinity.
For the Lord's Prayer, we will speak it together, so stand if you're able, please, as we recite the Charles Fillmore invocation together. I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I am the presence of pure being. I acknowledge divine presence and power, O Blessed Spirit. In divine wisdom, I now release all thoughts of mortal limitations. And from this pure substance of love, the love that I am, I bring into manifestation my world according to divine law. Thank you. You may be seated.
All right. Okay, now I can walk around. All right. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? Good. That's good. I'm stealing your stand, Phil. Sorry. I'm doing this. I will put it back, I promise. So like I said, it's let me get my timer going. There we go. I don't want to go over. I try to make sure I'm not talking too long, because I talk for a long time sometimes. So, hi again. I'm back. I know, right? I'm back this time without a guitar, so it's not a musical Sunday. It's just me talking at you guys. Last time I was here, we talked about finding our own path, and I did a really nice analogy with how AI handles learning and how you can do pathfinding through like 3D model space. And we really dug into that a lot, and I know you guys really liked that, so I wanted to double down on that this time. So today we're gonna talk about some spreadsheets. No, I'm joking. No, we're not gonna do that again, don't worry. Today we're actually gonna talk about community and what it means to be in a diverse community. And we're not gonna, I rewrote this talk probably 17 times. Like, I knew that I was gonna do this for a while, and I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna talk about. And then I just kept being like, well, I ended up with more questions than I did answers, and I think that's kind of the point of these things, is that we should ask ourselves a ton of questions when it comes to community. So why? Why did I want to talk about community? Well, I love the idea of community. I love being, and we all do. Clearly we're here. It's a Sunday in September, and we're all together on a Sunday morning. Some of us are watching online. We've all decided to be part of a community. I personally have worked in communities for years trying to build them. In Pennsylvania, I worked at building an artist community where we had a group of singers and musicians and everybody who could come and go, and we had a nice circle of them where we all performed together and played places, and we just kind of worked off of one another, wrote songs, and just had fun. And I worked really hard at building that community. We had to find places that we could play. We didn't have any of that when I started. There were no venues, there was nothing. And we worked for years at building that community, and it was really hard. It was super hard work, and I thought, wow, building a community is always terrible. It's just always like this constant push and pull and everything, and I kind of like set that aside for a while. And then Chris McNulty built Queer Keys just down the street, and he worked really hard at building that community and everything. And I was like, wow, he's doing a great job. He's doing a fantastic job. And it kind of happened, naturally. The idea came naturally, and then he worked really hard at it. And I'm like, yeah, building communities, man, that's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. And then Friday, I went to an event at the Women's Club. Not the Women's Club, sorry. It was for Women's Fest. It was the Divas Through Decades concert. I don't know who might have been there. I was basically the only guy in the room, so I'm assuming some people weren't. It was Marjorie Lee, one of my friends, performed, and what they did was they did a concert about LGBTQIA+ women through the decades of music and how their music pointed people to a sense of community, how they, in some ways, spoke out and said, hey, we are here publicly, this is us, this is our community, we've built this, we're here, recognize us, basically. And in other ways, not saying it publicly, but saying to people who would recognize those things that we're here, we see you, you can be part of us, you're not alone. And that kind of got me thinking, do we always build community, or do we have community spontaneously up here around us in some cases? Are we always having to consciously push and pull community? Because while they were working throughout the years, the community kind of evolved. And in many cases, communities do just evolve. And those are some of the closest and tightest knit communities. So before we go into what it takes and what we're going to do, I thought it would be important to let's define community. Let's define community in the big, broad definition of the world, right? And let's talk about what unity does in community and how unity believes community exists. So I like to always define things before we start talking. It's mental housekeeping. If we define what we're talking about before we actually talk about it, we all get to start on the same nice level. None of us are going to be confused. And when I say the word community 7,000 times today, you'll know what I'm talking about. So if you define community broadly, it's a sense of, you have three basic parts of it. A sense of togetherness, some feeling about ownership, or a communion and agreement over something between some people. So those three parts kind of break down as is. There's your sense of togetherness. We're in a community. We're together. We come together. We physically are together. That's one side of a community. The second side, like I said, is a feeling of ownership, where you might want to necessarily protect something. I am this thing. We are this thing. We need to protect this thing. We need to keep whatever this is, it. And we create a community around the idea that we need to keep this thing for ourselves, and we don't want other people to hurt it, and we don't want it to, get encroached upon. That's how we build a community sometimes, between something. And then, of course, communion over something where we are in agreement. I agree about this thing, you agree about this thing, he agrees about this thing, she agrees about this thing. Oh, great, we're a community together. Are we necessarily protecting it? Maybe. It works in all three of those parts. So types of communities, obviously churches, sports teams fans, not the same community. Sometimes they like to think it is. Political parties, social alignments, hobbies, the list goes on. You can build a community around anything. And sometimes those communities do tick off every single box. When you think about communities, a lot of times the word community is often attached to a church. And why? Probably because churches easily tick off every single box of that community definition. We all come together in one physical place, or we're all watching online. We come together physically. We often think of something that we would like to, kind of protect or guard. There's we believe something, and we would like to keep it that way. There's something to protect. The church, the sense of community, the sense of what we believe, and then of course the agreement. We agree on the stuff that we talk about in the church a lot of times, so there's a community there. We're checking off all three of those boxes in churches. So that's why a lot of times churches form the most strong and large communities inside of bigger communities. So unity. What does unity think about community? Well, Unity has a really interesting take, where most churches have the sense of we are a community, we are this community, and they do that very, very specific definition that I talked about, the 3 things, they check off all those boxes. Unity does a totally different thing. It's the same, but it's at such a broader scale. We like to be that big, diverse community, and Unity believes in the idea of spiritual oneness. We're all the same being. We're all spiritually connected. We are all together. Therefore, we are all part of the same community at all times. No matter what, we're all together in one community always. The hope and the goal is to realize that we're actually all part of that community. Despite what we want to believe, despite what we want to see, despite what we hear, we are actually all together in that community always. So that's why we get to do all of those fun things. The last 3-4 weeks that Reverend Debris talked about the tree of contemplative practices, all of those workings, all of those practices that she gave us, those are all the tools that we can use to get back to the idea of that we are all one. We're all one sense of community. We are all together. We are all connected in spirit. We are part of the larger C, big C community. We'll say big C community. If we can say big C church, we can say big C community. It's basically the same thing. So Unity believes that we're all together. We're all part of that same community, which makes it interesting, because we get to disagree in Unity. We don't all believe the same thing. We all believe that there is one path, and we all believe that we are together, but we don't have to believe that individual paths clash, which is great. It makes us instantly diverse by being super inclusive. We'll talk about inclusivity. So if we believe that we're all part of one community, if that's what we believe, how do we get there? Well, Unity says that the best way to do that is through things like what Debris talked about, the tree of contemplative practices, spiritual applications through life, all of our normal, our not the homework. Oh, I can't think of what Debris, I just lost the word. Love work, yes, thank you. I was like, she gives it to us every week, and we all have to do things. It's her love work. It's through our love work each week that helps us build and strengthen communities according to Unity principles. Things like activism, going out and believing what you believe and helping other people with that. Healing work, talking to friends, helping them through things. Doing simple stuff to help the world around us. And, Unity's big on this one thing called kindness, just being a nice person out there. And, it doesn't matter, just whatever your actions are, make sure that they aren't imparting negativity on someone else. So, we talked about these communities. What are we going to do about them? How do we build them? Do we let them just happen around us? Do we have to go out and hang signs on the side of the street? Do we have to yell at the top of our lungs, say, hey, look at us, let's do this thing? Yeah, all of that. It has to happen naturally, and we have to put a little bit of work into it. Sometimes a lot of work into it. When we're putting this work into a community, sometimes we have to go out. Sometimes we have to go out into the world. We want other people to join us. We want other people to say, hey, I like that. That looks fun. So we have to do the work. But a lot of times we can also just be and do the practices, and people will see us and go, oh, let's see what that's about. This person's always happy. What are they doing? What's going on with them? We don't always have to be there. We can just have things passively. You don't have to have a thing with the intent of building community. I'm not going to be like, well, let's do an event tonight, and when everybody comes, we're going to be like, all right, so this is our church. This is what we do every Sunday. No, we don't have to do that. We can just be like, everybody come on. We're all going to be nice. We're all going to have fun. What happens, happens. Sometimes you build really nice communities that way. But when we're building our community, often we have to think, who gets to be part of the community? Do we decide who's going to be in the community? Do we let the greater world decide? Well, unity says we don't need to decide. Since we're all part of the same community, we just need to be together. We just need to work together. We don't have to work hard to create anything, as long as we know that when we step out with the idea of being together, a community will be created. Now, that doesn't say that we have to find a building and work hard and tell people that we're here and make sure that, we're safe in our community. But as long as we set out with the good intentions of not harming other people, that community will happen. So, with that thought, defining communities again, diverse communities tend to be way more successful. And as you exclude people from a community, it tends to not go so well. A, because you're limiting people who can be in your community. A big community is great if you're like, I only want a community with people who like the color blue, who are right-handed, who have green hair. You're really starting to get down there, and your community is not going to be very broad. And the idea of community is we are all together, and we get to have this togetherness experience. So be more inclusive on a community. Be more wanting to be together. Unity says that if we're all part, think of it this way, if we're all part of the same community, if we're all one in the Spirit, then anything that separates us, anything that we try to do to separate out from other people, when we say, I'm not this, they're not this, whatever is not this, we are actively putting energy into shutting the flow of things down. We're actively opposing what is supposed to be happening, which is the natural order of us being all connected. If we believe that we're inherently connected, then to actively separate us takes that energy. It's like standing in the middle of a stream. The stream is going to flow. We're there being like, no, don't flow this way. And we have to push against that water flow, as opposed to just letting it happen. Activism is different. We don't let things happen, but that's fine. Eventually, you have to be super careful about building communities on anti-sentiments and negativity. And the idea is to always think about what we are doing to bring together, as opposed to separate one another. We're all about togetherness. We're all one in the Spirit. We sing about it all the time. We talked about the prayer protection, wherever we are, God is. So we can't separate. It's good to define who we are as people, because that helps us connect with other people faster. But we have to remember that in those communities have to talk to other communities. And there is not a full separation. Just like there's no separation between us and Spirit, there's no separation between one community and another community. There's always something that connects us. There's always something that's going to connect the individuals. And it's kind of our job to find out what that connection is. So if we are in a community that we might feel very strongly about, think, what is the community doing? How is this group that I'm involved in helping other people? How is it connecting the world together? How are we, as people who come to Unity, how are we working in that community actively or passively? You don't have to always be out there doing things. Sometimes you can help from the background. Sometimes you can just be the person that the rest of the community needs to see. How are we, or how is this community bringing other communities together? And that's what we need to always work towards, is no matter how we break ourselves down, no matter how diverse we get in our own bubbles, because we can't. Each bubble is very diverse, but we want to have the big We want to have the big tub. We're the melting pot, the big, diverse melting pot. So when those bubbles all boil up to the top, how do we pop those bubbles and get back into the pot together? That's the goal. Always be thinking, when we're building this community, when we're working in any individual community, what can we do from my group of people to reach out to another group of people and find those common grounds and realize that we're all together in the same boat, we're all in the same pot, and that we can work together for the better of everyone, that we're not separate, that we're all together and we are all one in spirit, much like Unity says. So, I gave you a lot of questions. I don't have answers to those things. I'm sorry. All we can do is talk about community. All we can do out there is go out and be the light that the world needs us to be. So think about that this week. I don't have love work for you other than go and be the light that you need to be for the communities around you and the people around you. Thank you. So, I'm going to change microphones over. And I want to say to think about it in terms of being grateful. We get to be parts of communities. We get to be in those groups and in those organizations, and we get to be with other people around us. So think about those communities that we've built together and the communities that have let us in, and just think about how we can reach out to other people, thank them for their presence. Just think about that. How can I say anything? Thank you. How can I say anything but grace? Everything in front of me is heaven, everywhere and every place. Every pleasure, every pain, every joy and every heartache. How can I say anything but thank you? How can I say anything but grace? Everything in front of me is a miracle. Every line on every face, every handshake, and every embrace, every worry, every doubt, up and down, and every mistake.
As we enter the time of meditation, I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a nice deep breath and release this week. Make time for new, fresh renewal. Allow your feet to stay firmly planted on the ground. Feeling centered, grounded, connected to the earth underneath your feet, knowing that we all walk the same earth. Allow yourself to feel supported by your chair underneath you. And loosen up the shoulders, sit up nice and tall. Feel relaxed. Relax through the shoulders, relax through the face. Bringing your awareness to your heart center. Imagine yourself breathing in and out of your heart. Allowing your heart to feel full and open, full of gratitude, full of deep appreciation for everything that you are, for everything that your world is, for everything that you've experienced, lived through, everyone that you loved, and everything that you let go of. Bringing awareness to that heart center. Visualize a bright, shining, soft, warm light emanating from the center of your heart, shining outwards to every cell of your body, every part, every muscle, every organ. Allowing that light to heal, make whole, make renewed and nourished and fresh and new every cell, every part of you. Taking a soft breath in, breathe in that newness, that freshness, that wholeness, and breathe out anything that you may need to let go of. Bringing your awareness to your whole body, bringing your sense of wholeness into every part of you. Allow yourself to feel grateful for your body, for your physical body, for its strength, its uniqueness, its beauty. Allow yourself to feel grateful for waking up this morning alive, full of health, full of vitality, full of joy. Allow yourself to feel grateful for your world, for the people in your world, for your family, for your friends, for everyone you meet today and always. Allow yourself to see the full expression of the divine in everyone you meet today. Take a moment to rest into the silence, into the silence. When you're ready, gently find movement in your fingers and your toes. Allow yourself to come back into the present moment, into this community, experiencing yourself fully as you are, right here, right now. When you're ready, softly opening your eyes and coming back to your physical sense of being.
I say anything but thank you. How can I say anything but grace? Every road in front of me leads to home. Every breath, every step, every turn I take, every now and then take the time to appreciate. I say thank you. I say grace. I say thank you. I say grace. I say grace. I say grace. So as we come back to the day, I'll say thank you for all being together, being able to come here each week, just get to be in this community. Thank you guys for letting me be here. Always thankful for that. So as you open your eyes up, you can sing along with me just one last time if you want. Come back to us. I say thank you. And I say grace. I say thank you.
thank you to everyone who contributes their time and talents to our Sunday celebration. Thank you, Chris. And to our music team for this wonderful lesson. Thank you, Phil. Thank you to Janet, Trisha, Finn, and Coy, and everyone else who stepped in. Thank you again, Janet, for purchasing and setting up snacks for us. We really appreciate you. Will our usher please come forward? We would like to take a moment now to express our gratitude to all those who so generously share their abundance with our Unity of the Keys. Please know that your gifts are very much appreciated, and through them we continue to thrive and offer our spiritual understanding to the world. Unity of the Keys now has PayPal and Venmo accounts. The QR cards for these payment options are located in the seat pockets for those of you who choose this method of sharing your abundance with us. For just a moment, hold your gift to your heart or visualize your electronic gift. Bless this with your most generous love. Feel abundance and know God as our one source. Know that as we give, we do receive. Join me now in our offering blessing together. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Father, son, mother, and daughter, old and young, sister and brother, everyone, one with the other, all together now. Clap your hands, that's what you're feeling. Shout amen, bells will be ringing. Love is when everybody's singing, all together now. We're all together, one big family. We're all together, it's so heavenly. You play drums, I'll play piano. You sing bass, I'll sing soprano. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, set, let's go. All together now. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, set, let's go. All together now.
We gratefully accept and we bless both of these offerings, knowing it supports our beloved Unity of the Keys and the Unity mission. Please join me together. Thank you, God, for limitless abundance, the nature of the world. I trust in God. Amen. Unity of the Keys not only teaches tithing, we practice tithing. We tithe, that is 10% of our income each week, and we fully support each person on their own path of intentional giving. This week we are donating $219.30 to Silent Unity. The Unity Prayer Ministry, Silent Unity, prays with people of all faiths around the globe each year. Your prayer request is a sacred honor and trust. You can make a free prayer request online or speak with a prayer associate by phone. We are also sending $100 to popular New Thought singer-songwriter Richard McDeesey. We did sing some of his songs today. Richard is one of the organizers of the annual Empower Positive Music Conference. Our music team loves to perform many of his great songs. Yeah, in fact, 2 of his songs were sang today. Yeah. Join us next Sunday for our 11 a.m. service. Our friend Joshua Inacio will be joining us via Zoom to offer his lesson called A Bridge of Light. Joshua is a spiritual teacher, channeler, and vibrational sound healer with over 20 years of experience. You may remember him. Joshua has visited us in Key West and previously via Zoom to offer lessons. He also led several amazing sound healing workshops in our sanctuary. He's truly amazing. His lesson next week is about becoming a bridge of love, wisdom, and understanding in today's world as we choose connection over separation. We ready for our children? Now let's sing our children in.
We are walking as the light, as the light, as the light. We are walking as the light of God. As the light, 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 as the light of God. We are walking as the light, as the light, as the light. We are walking as the light of God. As the light, 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 as the light of God. We are walking as the light, as the light, as the light. We are walking as the light of God. As the light, 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 as the light of God.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
We had a busy morning this morning. Again, we continued to make our new stars for the start of the new year. We did our affirmations and had a little circle. And we have some new kids that came to join us. There's a star. Is that one of your stars? That was the start of Charlie's star. I think that's good.
All right. Let's bless the children together. Children of light, we bless you. We see you loved, guided, and protected by God's presence. Our prayer chaplains who are in service today will stand or wave. We also have Trisha, Aaron, and Phil. If you're seeking one-on-one prayer after service, you're welcome to meet with us. We'll be happy to pray with you. Please stand for the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment